Hi, Mom. Welcome. Glad you're here. So, we are today going to be discussing why uh, we want to go live every month. And so, the main reason for that is we want to engage with y'all. We really think this is a great opportunity for you to ask any questions that you have about moving to Ghana or about living in Ghana, traveling to Ghana, and life in general here in West Africa, specifically in Ghana. So, the first thing that we want to do is discuss travel requirements.
Right. Yeah, you have to be prepared before you get yourself to the airport and find out you don't have what you need, and suddenly you have to change your ticket if you can. No good.
Right, exactly. So, when it comes to travel requirements, the first thing that you're going to need is a valid passport. So, that's going to mean that your passport cannot be expiring within 6 months of your travel time. You need to go ahead and get that ASAP. I was
Sure.
just watching Good Morning America, and they had a news report about how everything is really backed up at the U.S. passport office. Do y'all know about that? Have you heard about that? Leave some comments if you have.
Mm-hmm. I've been hearing maybe up to 2 months wait, even if you get expedited processing and expedited shipping.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, exactly. And so, that being said, number one thing you're going to want is a valid passport. And oh, you also need 2 empty pages in your passport for your incoming stamp and for your exiting stamp. Wanted to drop by really quickly. We'll watch the playback. Thank you for coming in, and we will talk to you soon. Hopefully, you get some great information from here.
Who
We're
is that?
dropping gems.
Who is that?
Little baby, yeah, but hi. Okay, so the next thing that you're gonna want is
What is the next thing you're gonna want to go? Oh, the visa. Oh my God, the visa. So right, get your passport because you can't even apply for your visa until you have your passport. And when you get one, you can get a single entry or link or multi-entry.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah. The multi-entry is a little bit more expensive, but it means that you can enter the country multiple times, like it says. And when you are filling out your visa information, if you choose multi-entry, you don't have to worry about your flight. So that's something that is nice, right? You don't have to have your flight before you get your visa. And
Sure.
visas are also backed up right now. They're taking quite a bit of time. So that's something that you don't have to wait to get. So now we've given you the first two items that you have to have before even thinking about coming to the continent. So that's going to be your passport
Mm-hmm.
and visa.
In the visa. And I think the next one I recall is your proof of yellow fever vaccination.
Yes.
Right.
So yellow fever is something that you have to get going anywhere equatorial.
Right.
So whether you're going to South America, to some of the Caribbean islands, to certain parts of Africa, you're going to need to have your yellow fever vaccination. And that is something that, did you know, you only have to get it one time.
Mhm.
So hold on to your paperwork. That way, when you travel for the rest of your life,
Mhm.
you have your yellow fever vaccination.
That's right. I guess it used to be every 10 years.
Yeah.
But at least here in Ghana, they changed it.
Yeah, exactly. It's that's so great. And I see a comment here that's saying visa on arrival is something that is available, and it's 250 US if you wanted to take that option. Now, I will say that visa on arrival, although I have seen it work twice, I also have seen it not work. So I think it's something that you want to be really knowledgeable about before you enter into just assuming that you can get visa on arrival.
Sure.
I would take the time to check to make sure that that's something that you can do.
Yeah, I'd want to have all of my completed paperwork in my hot little hand instead of arriving and rolling the dice.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
So, hi, there's 6 people in here. We'll just take a
Mhm.
minute.
I just said a little hello.
Okay, nice. What's up, everybody?
Mhm.
If you want, you could drop in the comments where you're watching from, or how you found out we were sharing this video, or why you're in the room, you know, anything like that. And also, if you can, hit the like button. It really does help us out. It shows Facebook that people are interested in what we're sharing.
That's right.
So, vaccinations, though. There's more than just one vaccination that you
Right.
need to enter into Ghana.
That's right.
And the second vaccination that you're going to need proof of is dun, 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 COVID.
That's right. Proof.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, proof of your COVID vaccination
Right.
is required. And they're expecting you to have the 2-dose COVID vaccine. So Johnson & Johnson 1 dose,
No.
it's not happening.
Too bad.
I saw someone's watching from the Netherlands. Oh, that's so cool. It's so
It's so cool.
it you used to be so far away from me when I lived in the US, but now that we're here in Ghana, you're a neighbor.
Yeah, just up north.
Yeah, so that's amazing. Thanks for watching. So yeah, when it comes to the COVID vaccine, what is really cool is that you don't have to take a COVID test anymore. So if you have your COVID vaccine, you don't have to pay that 150 US
Yeah.
to get swabbed in the nose.
Yeah, just get it over
So
with. Yeah.
that's really nice. And then
Ooh, there
Oh,
is
please.
there is one sort of a good bit of news. If you are unable to get your vaccinations before you leave, and you arrive and you are unable to prove that you did have that vaccination, Ghana is ready to go and they will vaccinate you right there.
yes.
I hear it's just 150 US. That may change, so don't lock me in on that one. But
Yeah.
you're gonna get vaccinated if you're coming to Ghana. So
Yeah, it's true. So, anyway, so now you know 3 things that you're gonna need before coming into Ghana. Let's talk about it. You're gonna need a valid passport. You're gonna need a Ghana visa. We recommend multi-entry.
absolutely.
You're gonna need your yellow fever vaccination, and you're gonna need your COVID vaccination
That's
and
right.
proof of that.
Mm-hmm.
What you're also gonna need is a round trip ticket. So Ghana doesn't play. Even though they said it was the year of return, they also said return your butt back to your home country.
That's right.
So you have to have a round trip airfare.
Yeah,
which means
that's
that
pretty standard for a lot of
Well,
countries.
yes, it is. So you know, you can get it for, I think, as far as maybe 6 to 7 months out. You can get tickets that are changeable tickets.
Mhm.
Just know the longer that you stay, the more visa extensions that you're gonna need to get.
Right.
Because Ghana stamps your visa for, I
30
believe it's 30 days.
30 days.
That's right.
Mhm.
And so, you know, the longer you stay, the more stamps you're gonna need.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you really should get an extension before your 30 days expires.
So you don't get a
We
fee.
didn't, but they made sure to collect their fees from us before we left the country.
Yeah, at the airport.
Yeah,
Definitely.
they said, oh,
they got
we've
that money.
overstayed. And a few hundred CDs from us.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Was it? Yeah, it was just CDs.
Mhm.
Okay.
Someone, I got 60 days. See, and I believe I got 60 days as well when I first came in. I heard that it's 30 days, but that wasn't the case for me. So, but I didn't want to spread false information.
Mhm.
But yes, 60 days is what we received as well. And I think when you're thinking about your round trip ticket, right? So for us, we have a round trip ticket and we go back to the US in June. And we've decided to do that yearly, to
Yeah.
make that something that we're always going to do. And we spend quite a nice amount of time there with our family, and we're
Mhm.
also working. That's when we do the Juneteenth festival.
Right.
So that's a really fun time for us. If you're in Portland,
Great opportunity.
from June 17th and 18th,
Right.
we will be there at the Juneteenth Festival, which is going to be held at one of the parks in Portland. Easy to Google, and it's free. So
Yeah, look it
please,
up. And stop by and say hi to us.
yes.
We'd love to see you.
Oh
Maybe,
my gosh.
Maybe get one of our fine African wares that we've brought
Yeah.
so far.
And we'll definitely get you on camera too, to put you on our next YouTube video.
Mhm. Be famous just like us.
So after your round trip ticket, one of the things that you're gonna need, and you need this before you even can get your visa, and that is a local contact.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to know someone where you're going, where you can have access to their phone number, their address, their full name.
That's right.
Otherwise, you don't get a visa. So that's why it's really important to either book a tour group so you can get that information, or have a host family,
Mm-hmm.
or anything that's like where you can get access to somebody's name and phone number and address, because they do check it, and they also require a letter that you have, like a letter of reception or something like that.
Yeah, it's a welcome letter.
Yeah.
But I don't know the details enough
Well,
of that to
I know the
speak to it.
details enough. You need a letter from someone who lives here in Ghana that is a resident, and they're inviting you to stay
Mm.
in Ghana, and that means that you have given your address to the airport and to the government, so that when it comes to like contact tracing for COVID, or let's say they think you've overstayed, or any reason why they might need to find you, an emergency in the U.S. and they need to get a hold of you here, any of those things are reasons why they want to have your letter of invitation.
Sure.
So,
Let me get it.
yeah, please.
You also need the contact information for your health declaration. So that same name, address, and phone number will be needed for your health declaration upon arrival.
Yeah, exactly. And the health declaration is a big part of the contact tracing for COVID. Or if something awful were to happen to you, because it's got your address in the U.S., your emergency contact in the U.S. We use Toby's mom. Mom.
Ma'am.
So yeah, that's it's super important. And so that being said,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna give you some pro tips on what we think you need to bring
Right.
with
So that
you.
wraps up the sort of required documentation section.
Yeah, let me break it down one more time.
Sure.
Required documentation to get to Ghana. Valid passport.
With at least 6 months left on it.
Yes.
And 2 blank pages.
Yes. Ghana visa. Multi-entry. Recommended. Not required. Vaccinations. Yellow fever.
And COVID.
And you need to bring the proof of vaccination.
Right. But if you
And-
don't, they'll give you a COVID shot here. But that yellow fever one, that'll really mess you up.
And a round trip ticket, a local contact, and that's everything.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So, what do you need to bring? Obviously, all the travel documents we just covered. And then I recommend bringing, can you take it there? Are you speaking about yellow fever or about COVID? Because I did hear that you can get your yellow fever shot here in Ghana, but also they've said you cannot.
Yeah, it's yellow fever they're asking.
Okay. Yeah, you can get your yellow fever, I heard, in Ghana, but you can't get on the plane without your yellow fever shot. So
Right.
I would just get it before coming.
Yeah, I was answering it while you were answering it.
And then, so yes, if there's any questions, please continue to put them in the chat and we will answer them as we go along. I know the yellow fever shot is very expensive in the US. We paid, I think, almost $400 per shot. And in Ghana, I heard it was only like 100 US for a shot. So
Oh my goodness.
it's a huge difference. So, speaking about shots and medicine and whatnot, one of the first things that I recommend you bringing with you is medication and a little bit extra.
That's right.
You know, you never know what could happen, and make sure you keep it in your carry-on because luggage gets lost.
Oh yeah.
You know, so you want to have everything that's most important to you in your carry-on bag. Oh, you said sound went out. Hopefully it comes back in. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, what should you bring? Yes. Thank you for telling me about the sound. Medication. If you take any, bring a little bit extra of it that way and keep it in your carry-on because luggage can get lost or misplaced and you want to make sure you have any of your daily medications, even ibuprofen, Pepto-Bismol. You're going to be eating new foods. I realized that I got headaches.
Oops.
Why can I hear that? Oh, that's so weird. So anyway, if you Toby's I'm gonna tell you what's happening because it's so weird. Toby's answering questions here, and so he had it so I could hear the sound, and it was like we were on the radio or something. And it has that weird echo effect.
Echo.
So
I was
anyway,
troubleshooting to make sure that I was able to hear us this way.
So do you want to share about why you would bring medication?
No.
Okay. Next on the list, I think you need to have sensible shoes. So
That's right.
the ground here is very uneven. You're looking at sidewalks with potholes or sidewalks that end and then it's gravel or just dirt. And
Yeah, even in the city, it's a little bit of a hike often.
yes.
You know? Yeah.
So you're gonna need to have shoes that really prepare you for something like that, whether it's one of those trail sandals or athletic shoe of any type.
At least a wedge or something. You want like good surface area, right?
What's a wedge? Like a heel?
Mm,
No heels.
No heels. I
Absolutely
should
not.
use these terms. I don't know what they
If you're going to like out dancing, yes, Tevas, absolutely. I have a pair of Tevas.
I have a pair of TVs.
Yeah, that's they're our favorites. Definitely, highly recommend any shoe like
Yeah, you
that.
can take them right into the water and walk right back out.
Yeah.
Go hiking with them.
Yeah,
Sure.
and nobody here in Ghana is really worrying about wearing high heels except for on Sunday,
Yeah.
maybe on Saturday night. But even going dancing, people are in sandals.
Yeah.
Especially when you're on the in any of the coastal cities, you know, you're in a beach town, so it's
Right.
go for comfort instead of for fashion. And I think also check what season that you're coming here in because the weather fluctuates. It might be generally 85 degrees and sunny here year round,
Yeah.
but there's still a rainy season, and there's actually 2 of them, and they're kind of intense. And if you weren't expecting that for your travel, it might be a little bit upsetting, and you might feel as though you should have brought an umbrella because it's going to be raining a lot, things are flooding, it's hard to get around, and that season's actually coming up. The rainiest time of year here in Ghana is June, so,
Yeah, I don't. For umbrellas, I don't know if I'd bring an umbrella. It seems like when the rain starts, you just stop where you are. You know, like a lot of people aren't driving. A lot of people are just hiding out at whatever market they were close to. Bring an umbrella, but you'll be out there walking alone because everybody else is going to be hiding from the rain.
Well, what I've noticed is not everywhere is covered. So
Yeah,
if
true.
you don't have
True,
an
true.
umbrella and you're not near the market, then you don't have an umbrella and you're not near the market. So I would recommend, if you come during rainy season and you're not used to heavy monsoon rains, that you bring the appropriate gear for that. Remember, it's going to be very, very hot during this time too, about 100% humidity. So it'll be, feels like 102 and raining. I love it, but I'm staying inside of my house during those times,
Yeah.
you know. So I think after that, after clothing appropriate for the weather, I would say bring cash. Cash is king here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can use your card and withdraw from the ATM, but you're paying ATM fees on both sides.
Right.
So if you bring cash, and I recommend you bringing $100 bills, and you want them to be new, crisp, not folded or wrinkled up, and printed after 2009.
Right.
So new $100 bills printed after 2009 is like the best way to go to the Forex and then receive the highest amount back
Right.
without paying fees.
Yeah, because they're going to be scrutinizing those bills, and they just won't take the less than perfect ones or
Yeah.
the older ones.
Not at all. And a little story, when I went to the bank to get our hundreds for our first trip here, the teller, I felt, get a little bit, what's the word? It's like she realized I was going on a vacation, right? And I was getting quite a few $100 bills. And there was this like jealousy, angsty thing going on. And she refused to give me as many brand new hundreds as I needed. She said, we're running low on these. Everybody wants the new ones. So, so I went to a different bank. How about that? Anyway. So what's next after?
Important equipment to bring?
Yep.
Sure. If you're gonna bring a water bottle, you probably want to get one of the water bottles that has its own sort of built-in filter.
Yes.
And if you don't, you're probably gonna end up going through a lot of bottles of water. So having one of your own is good. Yeah.
Tell me which lady.
What's that?
I just want to talk. Yes. Save me. No, it was in Tigard in Oregon. Ooh. So, yes, water bottle, definitely important. Another thing I recommend is a USB fan, a portable fan.
Oh my God.
I'm going to show you mine, and listen, I tried to get Toby to get one of these fans.
I made fun of her. I'm
And-
like, come on. You need a portable fan. You know, what kind of princess has to run around with a portable USB fan? You know, and it wasn't that expensive, but it wasn't like that cheap either. But boy, I'll tell you, now I think she's a genius. This thing goes like everywhere. It's got pretty good
So-
power.
This is the fan.
Woo.
And it's USB charge, and it's really strong, high, medium, low.
Mhm.
This is as loud as it gets. So the power goes out here, and that means that the fan stops working, the AC stops working. You can have all the windows open and the wind isn't blowing. So that's when this little fan comes in handy. I use this thing every single day. Every day. So.
Oh, and you should see her on the airplane. Actually, I think we
Yeah,
got a
we
shot
have
of that in one of
footage
our
of-
videos, but kind of like fan or drink, little tablet going on there.
Listen, I don't like to get too hot, and I like to be comfortable.
She does.
So it's really important to me. And, protein snacks, especially for the first 48 hours. You know, it's true. Snacks here are very different. You're not going to, it's not the same. So you'll be in your little hotel room starving. So bring some some snacks, some purse
almonds
snacks.
or something,
Mhm.
granola bars.
Yeah, if you like jerky, bring jerky,
Yeah.
candy, anything that you like that's gonna offer you a little bit of comfort and nutrition, I would bring it. Those
Yeah.
Nature Valley bars are great. But if you bring snacks for yourself, bring a few for your friends,
Like me.
especially if you're coming to see us because we like snacks.
I need chocolate covered almonds,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, we'll get to some more about gifts in a
Text.
little bit.
Text.
So, as far as another portable item you should bring,
Ooh,
it's
I want to say this one. I want to say
Mhm.
this one. I think this one's pretty important. Like a portable battery charger that'll help you charge your cell phone. If you get one that's powerful enough, it'll help you recharge your laptop. Look into that, but you at least want one for your cell phone, unless you're somebody that doesn't go everywhere with your cell phone, which I don't know those people.
right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and you know what? Buy it and use it for a couple of weeks before you even go to the airport. So you kind of like have an
Mhm.
idea how to use it, how long it lasts before it dies too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. That's something else we use all the time because the power goes out, or you go on long road trips. And a lot of people here still don't even have electricity, so you need your own power supply.
Yeah.
So another thing to bring, I think it's really important, is your favorite personal hygiene products.
Mm-hmm.
Tampons and pads are not all made the same, and so definitely if you have preferences on things like that, or on your favorite deodorant, if you want a deodorant that doesn't have aluminum in it, that's what I like, is the aluminum free. So I brought like 10 packs of deodorant because
And toothpaste,
Yeah.
the toothpaste we like, because you
Yeah.
just can't find. Well, we actually have started to find.
yeah, we
a
did
lot
find
of
it.
Toothpaste.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, eventually you will find the stuff that you like, but if you're here either for a short time or you want some of the comforts from the West in the beginning of your time here, you're going to need to bring them with you, because you do have to kind of go and hop around to find where your stuff is, where your favorite products are.
Right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Even like razor blades, we brought a few packs of those for our favorite razors.
Oh yeah,
Um,
pretty stocked up.
yeah, we still have quite a few because you shave a lot less here because you do. It's just a lot more relaxed. You can be a little bit more free in that sense, which is nice.
Yeah.
So when you bring these toiletries, also consider bringing gifts for your Ghanaian host, or for even like your taxi driver, or
Mm-hmm.
people that you're going to encounter, the receptionist at your hotel. Anybody
Sure.
that's helping you will get a lot of joy from just even a little American candy,
A little
or
soap or something.
yeah, small toiletry, anything that shows that you are you care about what they've done for you, and you want to acknowledge that.
Oh, those little gifts from afar go a long way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're received well.
They really are, and they're really received well in this house too. Reese's peanut butter cups and Snickers bars and gummy candies. I'm just saying. So yeah, hit like Dollar Tree or Winco or wherever, get some snacks. So what's the other things that we like to
Well,
bring?
we're going to talk about bug spray and what we think, what we
Yeah.
use and what we think about that.
Yes, mosquito repellent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of a thing. There's you want some mosquito repellent probably.
Yes.
I don't really know how to talk about like what's the best mosquito repellent, but I can talk about what we do.
What we do.
What we do
do.
Oh, yeah, that's the punchline to a great joke I just heard.
No jokes.
Why?
Remember, this is serious.
It's infomercial. Where was I? Oh, sure.
Leah.
Sure,
I'm
sure.
Alice.
Hello.
Happy to have you, Aquaba.
Yeah, what we do for our bug spray solution is we
Yes.
got some nice citronella oil
Mhm.
when we were back in the States, a couple bottles like this big.
Mm-hmm.
And we put like 3 or 4 drops into these little tiny squirt bottles with water, shake
Yeah.
it up, and just dust ourselves real good, you know. And it's not 100%,
No.
but like only the most persistent ones come after us. Most of them,
Okay, so let's talk about it. It's it doesn't work that well, the citronella oil. And if you use too much of the essential oil, it can burn your skin because it's strong.
oh yeah.
So you use enough to keep the bugs away, and then you've got weird little rashes, you know, from the citronella oil.
That's true.
If you use a light dose, then you've got mosquito bites all over yourself. So,
Well, but I'm not trying to get malaria,
right,
Right?
and we haven't.
and I'm not trying to spend like all this money on weird, it may be
Chemicals.
toxic,
It's
you know,
true.
bug sprays. I'm just not going to do it.
Mm-mm.
So the citronella oil mostly does it,
Yeah.
and it's not killing me.
It's true. It mostly works. And I think that's something to just keep in mind is that it mostly,
And it's economical. That bottle
it lasts
is lasting us like
6 months. It's a 2-ounce bottle of citronella oil.
2.
And it's, yes, and it's lasting us at least 6 months, maybe even closer to a year. But as we enter into rainy season, you need a lot more because there's a lot more mosquitoes, and the rainy season mosquitoes are the ones that carry the malaria.
Yeah.
So it's a, it's a kind of it's a thing. But they do sell citronella oil here in Ghana as well.
Mhm.
So,
We've been here almost 2 years, and praise God, no malaria.
right. But mom got it.
Yeah.
But she was also hanging out in the bush at malaria hour. And that's something that you're not supposed to do. Just stay inside around between 4 and 6, you know, go
Right.
out after that.
Yeah.
Because that's when the malaria mosquitoes are most active and hungry and hunting for
You
you.
just don't get bit by mosquitoes, you're
So,
fine.
so the next thing that we suggest that you bring is, and I guess you are bringing it, your international phone plan and your
right.
Wi-Fi, your data. You need to
Sure.
have that internationally because your service isn't going to work over here. And so we have Google Fi,
Mhm.
so we have international calling and data, but it's a little bit expensive to use the data.
Mhm. Right.
It's actually expensive to use it. It's not expensive your monthly bill, but once you start using it, it's a little bit pricey.
And it's a better
So-
overall solution for us since we spend so much time here.
Yes.
For visitors who are coming from the United States, I know that Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile all offer a very similar $10 a day to sort of
Right.
carry your plan internationally.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there's good enough coverage here in Ghana that you're going to see coverage for those 3 big ones. So yeah, if you're willing to spend that little bit extra on top of your normal monthly bill, just $10 a day should keep
Yeah.
you pretty connected.
And it's not really a little bit extra, you think. You imagine that you're here for, 2 weeks, you're going to be spending $140 on phone service. So something that,
Extra,
extra, and on top of your bill.
right?
So something that I think about if you were coming here for like a short-term stay, let's say you wanted to come for 1 to 2 months, I recommend that you go and get a Ghana card. So you can get a Ghana card at any of the Cal banks in, you can get a Ghana card at a Cal bank in Accra near the airport, or you can get one in Takoradi, which is the western region.
And a
Now-
Ghana card is like a state ID, your
Yes.
official state issued identification.
Yes. Now to get a SIM card for your phone so that you can start using the local cellular and Wi-Fi and data plans, you're gonna need to have this Ghana card. But once you do, you can go to any of the local phone companies, MTN, Vodafone. I think there's a few other ones. Atel Go, I believe, is another one. But you can go to those and get a SIM card, throw that in your phone, and all of a sudden you have service. And so that's,
And they're super cool too, with a Ghana card and a local Ghana number.
yeah,
Like,
yo, come on. It's great.
Get about it.
And it's really helpful. Your Ghana card lasts a year. It's great even at the airport. All of a sudden, they need less of your information for you to like fill it out by hand because you have this scannable Ghana card.
Right?
So I recommend it. You can get the health insurance when you have your Ghana card. So anyway, those are some of the things that we really think that you should bring. Oh yeah, a Ghana card non-citizen is 120 US. So if you're here for more than 2 weeks, it's going to pay for itself just for helping you be able to use a phone plan and not have to use your international data.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with this channel. Yes. That's what we like. Can you see our sweet little background? We made it cute for y'all.
Oh, that's my shirt.
Yeah, we have this African print shirt.
Well, I'm gonna bring that over. I love this print.
And a painting and a little plant.
I should have worn this for today. This is one of my favorite
It's too
shirts.
hot.
Oh, it is hot.
This, our brother Isaac made this for Toby, or had this made for Toby. Oh, what are you sitting on? This is kente that I got in Kumasi. In next week's video, you will see.
Last week's video. Oh, next week's.
In next week's video,
Next week's
you'll get to see this featured, actually. And speaking of, have y'all heard about our tour?
Intriguing. Tell me more.
Oh, well, our family NGO, HUG, which stands for Humans of a Unique Group, is now doing tours. And they're awesome. We've done one, and it was amazing.
Our maiden voyage. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh,
It was
it's a
great.
lot of work.
We learned a lot.
We did.
We're ready for more.
Yeah, it was so cool, and the experience. We've been sharing it on our YouTube channel, and Toby keeps trying to touch me, and it's hot. And if you put your hands around my waist again, I'll kill you. We have to sit really close right now. It's probably like 90 degrees in here. We can't have on the fan, the loud fan that we have,
Yeah.
because you couldn't hear us.
Right.
So I'm not sweating, but I'm close.
I'm not dead, but I'm close.
Yeah. He keeps grabbing me like this.
No, because she was leaning off the side and you couldn't see her pretty face. I was trying to get her to come over here. Come here! Come here!
So, back to the tours. Sorry for the interruption. So, okay, the tour that we did was incredible, and it was really intimate as well. We got to have our tourist get adopted by a Ghanaian family and get written into their family's book.
It was incredible.
Yeah, and so now they have a place to come anytime they want to visit Ghana. They have a homecoming. And that was the kind of tour that we just finished. The next tour that we have coming up is in July. It's July 24th, and it is a 10-day, 9-night tour, so it ends August 3rd. And we want to welcome you to experience Ghana, the gateway to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Our upcoming 10-day and 9-night tour includes airport welcome and drop-off, all of your sleeping accommodations, daily breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
transportation, excursions, personal photography,
That's right.
cultural events, networking opportunities with Ghanaians and with the diasporan communities throughout Ghana, and lifelong connections to the motherland. We're also going to be able to provide you with the local contact that you need for your visa.
That's right.
So if that's something that you're interested in, I highly recommend that you start following those requirements that we shared earlier in the video.
Right.
So
Get your
if
passport now.
yeah, if you don't have a passport, get it right now
Right now.
so you can get that visa. And our nonprofit, HUG African Tours, is dedicated to providing a safe and worry-free touring experience
Mhm.
for you.
That's right. We'll
So
take you to
just-
all the spots.
Yeah, and we know everywhere awesome to go.
Mhm.
We have built an amazing community here in Ghana, and they can't wait to like meet you
Oh,
and
yeah.
welcome you here. Like, come on.
Come on down.
So again, the tour is July 24th to August 3rd. You can also book private tours with us. So if you had a different time that you wanted to go, we can arrange something with you. We also are doing day tours around Cape Coast and in the Western region. So we would love to have you on one of those if you're interested.
Mhm.
So there's going to be a link provided in the description box, and that is actually a Google form, and it's a way that we'll be able to connect with you more and give you further information
Yeah.
about this tour and upcoming ones.
Wow.
So yeah, we're really excited about what this next venture is going to bring for us and for the team that we have working with us, which is mostly Ghanaian, and that's something that's really special is we've been able to bring jobs here to
Yeah.
Ghana, and not just for ourselves, but for our Ghanaian family
Yeah.
that
Family.
are
That's right.
very, very, very skilled in the hospitality industry. And so, yeah, anyway, thank y'all for your support today, watching this video and your comments. And it feels really good to have this channel. Did you know that we're almost at 2,000 subscribers?
Yeah, we're a pretty big deal.
I'm tripping. It's so like, what? When did that happen? I swear we were just begging people for 1,000.
I know.
So,
Buddy, you got a few likes.
just give me a like or two, please. And yeah, we have, and I guess I hope that you guys don't think that I'm bragging, because truly, I feel like I owe all of this stuff to y'all for your just constant support and for sharing. So yeah, thank you. We have a short. Those are the little short videos that
This
has,
way?
yes, it has 56,000 views, and a video that a video we put out 2 weeks ago about welcoming our first tour to the motherland has 11K views, and so we're just we're forever grateful to God, grateful to y'all. So, Audra, hi.
Hey.
Glad that you made it in. Hope that you get some really useful information from this video. And yeah, I think that we're finished. I'm ready to turn on the air conditioning.
Yeah, I know it's hot.
It's very hot.
Thanks for coming out, you guys. We really appreciate being able to connect with you, and thanks for your comments, and we hope to see you again soon.
Yes. Smash that like button. Bye.